are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jody Fortson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert, his throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And they're able to work this across mid.
It's open up to 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 48-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, but it's enough for a Charger first down. The Chargers at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Herbert now. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out in the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them, make them think that you're doing something else.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. George Karlaftis able to record his 5th sack of the season. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So why did we fucking throw the home squad?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 3.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Andrew Wingard in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Andrew Wingard drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tony. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's got a man complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets...
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A first down carry for Barkley. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14.
Chargers 17. Chiefs 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one. He tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Touchdown, LA! Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw, it's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. We'll keep an eye on that game and others as each week becoming more important here in November.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And out of of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tyreek Smith brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, the kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs' touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Tony on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Herbert off of play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Herbert. Out to his left. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Barkley, inside handoff. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Gayton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to press?
It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Mahomes to throw once more. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, second and goal. He'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it. And he gets it done.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on second and 8. Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And the tackle made by Andrew Wigger. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on second and 8. Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. away. He's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. To throw is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee. Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
You can't play at 7 now. I think we're going to play at 7 like 3-4 years.
Touchback is at
It'll be a fun one.
over the end line.
Me and Cam go way back, though. Way back. Fuck, 3-4 years now. Something like that. Yeah, buddy quit?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Fuck off, Najee. Come on.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and we were all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fry.
Make a revenge game. Joey Bosa revenge game. This is a fun, high-stake game over here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Harris running straight.
Oh, yeah, Harris, come on. Come on, Najee.
They find some open field here.
Let's go, Najee. Come on, baby.
Inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Damn, what the fuck is that, Tanner Muse?
Down he goes. Tanner Muse make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field.
Fucking James Daniels, sorry ass.
Because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range. And that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, after that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Damn.
And the Chargers are going to take
What the fuck
possession
are
of
that?
the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Looks like
Go shit, Bosa, come on.
Here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Steelers at 8-3 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I've had almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due.
Oh, Nazi.
They've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Got my boy Pat.
But not before they work it across midfield. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh God, I'm gonna alert by Cam. That's a
That's
bad read by me. Bad read!
They approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down
Let
manageable.
Cam alert the fuck out of me.
With that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
Good punt.
Once he made the catch,
Good punt.
nowhere to turn
Thank you. I can't punt for shit, you dude. I'll take that.
Field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And
Oh,
he's able
God.
to get this
Oh,
across
I
the
just
10
put the
before
Chargers.
being taken
We're fucking
down.
Saquon, that's
Trying
right.
to escape the shadow
I mean, he's got Saquon and I'm like, oh, hell no.
First down. They don't need to run another play here before
That was
the
sick. I gotta play this team
2-minute
twice.
warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That's
First
fun.
down, and they stick with Eckler.
Psych!
Give
Oh,
him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Herbert.
oh, come on, I gotta get there.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert.
Thank you, Herb.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love
The fuck off him!
especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, this is Harris. Pushes him over. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Back to throw here.
Let's go, Troy. Come on. Beat that outside shade up.
As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Strip his ass, man. Don't make it pay for that.
Wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Now a timeout. 7
fucking
seconds
pay for
left
that,
in the
man.
first half.
Come on.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Herbert.
TJ!
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get any.
DJ, come on!
Virtually nothing.
Thank you, D-line. We're working.
So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Herbert.
Let's go, Bosa! Come on! Get back there, fellas.
Joey Bosa drops him for a
Come on.
loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And some room to maneuver.
Go, Zay. Go, Zay. Go, Zay. Let's fucking dog. Let's go.
Well, Charles, he's still a young single caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown.
Let's go.
Pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
No way.
Caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert now.
What?
Again, that's
What the fuck is that? Blue Kelly, like usual?
he's got this to the 30.
Fucking Blue Kelly, kidding me?
Boy, a pair of big plays
Right
here.
there.
This one going for 29. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Oh, good hit.
Throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing.
Thank you, Blue Kelly. Let's go.
And he'll get
Good run, dude.
3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd and down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Good defense.
And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They snap it to Herbert. That's to his right.
Oh, try to give that up, take it out, cover that. Fuck!
17-yard line here.
Nice three, nice three. That was
I
sorry.
always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
That was supposed to be me.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Good block.
Now a throw on
Go.
1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And
Good play, TJ!
And he can't find
Get there!
anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Third and long, it's Herbert.
What?
Able to complete this too short.
What?
And the Chargers are going to have
Oh
first
my
and goal as they
God.
try to
Write that like a
finish
book.
off this drive
All right.
with 6 points. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run
Get there.
on the
Thank you,
inside
fellas. Come on.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
Come on, let's go run. Come on. Go, Seawell.
Back at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Good pressure. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Just press back there.
Nope, they won't. Here comes a flag.
Yep. Just press back there.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
What the?
And his guys will get
They
the
called.
football right at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive,
The fuck
was
for the
that
ball?
one-play touchdown strike.
Go,
so
Troy.
now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On the give, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Go, Troy. Go, Troy. Put the Bears, Troy. Let's go. Mark, Troy.
Down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. A give to Harris.
Oh, I gotta get there quicker. Wake up. I'm down to get there.
And taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Touchdown. Go, Pat. Catch that, Pat. Let's go, Pat.
In the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
Pat Freiermuth, baby. Come on. Maybe slow. May not have much route on him, but he gets open. This is a big body out there.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there.
Let's go, Blue Kelly! That fucking pass rush is too much. Too much for people. Gotta have two superstar tackles to fucking defend my team. Look at that fucking house. The house!
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about
The fucking house.
in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Down to about the 32.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Gotta have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll keep it on the
Damn.
ground. Harris again.
Them boys can't play on the run deep.
Lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, they get to the football.
We'll get
It's
it.
blocked.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
Thank you.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get
Also,
it, sometimes you panic
wow.
as well and think, I've got to be there right
Same
now.
fucking person.
Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he'll let this one go.
Go play,
deep
Westry.
for Sharp.
Get back there, my boy. Come on.
Roll away and it falls incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
No, stand balance, you fuck.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. 2 minutes left.
What we missed?
Here on EA
Oh.
Sports. Back now on EA Sports.
Oh. That was fucking scary.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter.
Also,
Be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert.
thank you.
It's incomplete.
Yoink.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll run with Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's
No,
Harris.
I want a handle.
Blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets.